Mic check.
Yep, we're live.
Hey, this is Joe Wright and Josh Hall here back on a beautiful Sunday night at Michigan International Speedway Legacy Track with the Sabbath Day Racing Series brought to you by the iRacing Super Stock League and the Mason-Dixon Street Stock League. Josh, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. I'm just excited to see this race. This race last season was a blasty blast, and we had a 5 wide finish, I think, right?
Yeah, we had 5 wide, a lot of 4 and 3 wide racing. It was phenomenal. Hopefully, we'll see a lot of that tonight.
All right, so this is week 3 of a 4-week short season. Going into last week, Carl Staton and Ian Martin were tied for the point standings lead. And then after last week, Carl Staton didn't have such a hot week. He came away with only 20 points, where Ian Martin came. Currently, Ian Martin leads the league 62 points to 48 points to Carl Staton. And then right behind Carl Staton is Ron Morris and Jonathan Misham, both with 47 and 46 respectively. Rounding out the top 5 is Andrew Freeling with 37 points. James Batzer back with 30 points. Derek Batzer at 29, so not far behind. 8th is Michael White, with 24 points, and he's only got 1 race under his belt. 24 points in 1 race is pretty good. And then, is he the one that won last week?
He is the one that won last week.
Yeah, so he came away with 24 points in 1 race. That's pretty awesome for him. Billy Smith came away with 21 after being at the back of the pack most of the race, so he's doing well as well. These guys kind of have a shot at it. Let's say Ian Martin gets knocked out in the first 30 seconds of this race. You never know. But so how many laps are we going to do tonight, Josh?
Tonight is going to be, we're going to have the heat race, which is going to be, I believe, 4 laps. And then we're going to have I believe it's 80 laps tonight. I just want to double check my notes here.
Nope. No, I just looked at it. The main is going to be 50 laps.
Yes.
And so 50 laps at Michigan will be pretty lengthy, pretty long. Do you think these guys will have to pit? I'm thinking they'll have to pit around lap 40 if they don't.
Yeah, they could make it. If they save their tires and save their gas, they could make it. Michigan's always been known as kind of that gas saving.
I think you got to do a lot of saving. I don't. Yeah, that's how I want it. I win in Michigan with fuel mileage because you do a lot of lifting in Michigan, still speed through the corners. So.
Yeah, and tonight Michigan 2-mile track. Nice long track, 2 miles. Hot day today. Track temp right now is 122 degrees, so I expect these guys to be slipping and sliding all the way around. Very unique track. You have a lot of room to run wide in the corners, a lot of different lines you can take. The high line, the low line. But turns 3 and 4 tend to be a little slicker. They're a little flatter out there, and it kind of comes off. The corner end of the corner kind of surprises you because it goes into that long stretch. So the front stretch. So to get a really good run, you really got to hit 3 and 4 just right. So that's what I'm expecting to see tonight. A lot of hard racing. Last week was a lot different than we've seen in a while. A lot of single file, a lot of give and take, a lot of people realizing that they don't want to throw their money away. So hopefully tonight we'll see some more excitement, some 3 and 4 ride racing, and right now we have Ian Martin going on the track. Excuse me. This is Derek Batzer going on the track for his qualifying lap. So these guys are going to run 4 qualifying laps, and that'll set up for the heat. And as of right now, it looks like that Derek Batzer is the only car on the track right now, trying to make his qualifying run. So it looks like a couple people are waiting till the end, looking to, see if the track cools down a little bit before they go out there and run their laps. And he's taking the nice super speedway effort at this, staying high through 3 and 4, getting that thing all wound up so he can get a good run down the front stretch to start his qualifying attempt. And it looks like Derek didn't have any practice laps in, so these are his first laps on the track. Let's see where he puts it down. Now we're taking a look at TJ Floyd. TJ's got that nice low line all wound up on the bottom. And Ian Martin's just sitting on pit road, looking like he's getting ready to take his laps.
Well, he already turned his fast lap, didn't he, Josh?
Yes, he did. I apologize.
So he turned a 50.004 and currently has the pole for this first race of the night. Carl Statton's in second with a 50.022.
Yeah, we're taking a look at Carl Statton right now as he comes through the front stretch, down on the apron, trying to use as much of the track as he can to get that speed. And he ran an 022, and Ian Martin has an 004 on the board, so that's tight.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight race, Josh.
I know Michigan's one of my favorite tracks to run on the sim. I just think it's a challenge. It's a fun track. You can get really loose coming off of 2. You really have to overdrive 3 and 4. Use as much of the front stretch as you can. You can run high, you can run low, you can put the car pretty much anywhere you want. So it's definitely one of my favorite tracks. Let's see where Carl ends up here. 087, so that's not going to better his time at all.
So even on his final lap, he would have taken 4th position on the grid. So that says something about the speed that Carl Statton has, and I'm sure Ian Martin has. And these guys in the top 4 and 5 are going to be pretty quick. So.
Oh, absolutely.
Derek Batzer's on track now. Looks like he's trying to either get another run in or see what he's got. I'm going to refresh my connection again. I'll be back.
10-4. While he does that, we'll continue to look at Derek Batzer here as he comes streaming through 3 and 4. You can see that car getting a little sideways as he comes down the front stretch here, down on the apron, trying to make the shortest line he can. He does better his time. He moves himself up to 3rd right now. That was a 50.023. So that's going to move him up into 3rd place. So big jump for him, moving from 8th up to 3rd on that run. And James Batzer looks like he's getting ready to possibly make another qualifying attempt. He's sitting on the end of pit road.
Hey, Josh, do we got the right paints going?
I believe we do. Let me just double check. Oops.